Welcome, welcome, welcome. High Confessions 369. It's your girl Celeste T here with BB. Yo, side, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing well. And yourself?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm always good.
So that's always good. It's good to be good and it's great to be greater. Mhm. But yeah, tonight we're gonna go over it's open panel, you guys.
Okay.
What's on your mind? Let's talk about it. I got a few videos we're gonna go through, run through or whatnot. But yeah, hit the link, jump on the panel, and let's talk about it.
With
So,
respect,
Mhm.
what you say back there? The new Nina Rice.
respectfully, of course. Don't nobody get on here acting crazy or talking crazy. This is a place for business.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
part. We welcome everybody. You know what I'm saying? We do have our disclaimers. Let's use the right words also when communicating.
Mhm. Yeah.
Let's not talk over each other. Let's respect each other's opinion and move forward.
Yeah. Move civilly.
I got the questions that I've been getting up there. So y'all take a look at them. Let that simmer. But we're going to do the video reactions to the TikToks and stuff like that. And we're going to discuss some of those things and then we'll dive into other things. You feel me? So if you have something you want to talk about, you know, or if you just want to come check out the channel and all that good stuff, hey, welcome. We welcome you. You know, we welcome you and make sure that you are able to like and follow. And we most definitely will follow back if you have a page or anything like that. We'll check out your content and we'll shout you out also. Now, my sister just had a birthday this month, so big up on that. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're
Everybody, check me
welcome.
out. New Nina Rice on Facebook.
And make sure y'all check her out. The new Nina Rice on Facebook. Yeah. So make sure you like, follow, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe, all the good things we like. So let's jump into this first video. And these are just like random TikTok videos or whatever. So let's dive in.
Older women should date a younger man because the men around your age are attracted to women half your age. Older men are more attracted to women in their 20s more than women in their 40s and 50s. He doesn't respect the beauty that you've grown into. Instead, he need a younger woman to help him, remind him of the man that he once used to be or the man that he never got a chance to become. So instead of embracing your beauty, being 40, 50, 60 years old, he is still chasing after a version of himself he will never be. When an older woman dates a younger man, we grew with life and we understand what the beauty of life really means. Older women possess more beauty than younger women. There are some younger women that have similar beauty, but older women are more appreciated for their inner and outer beauty from a younger man than an older man. We don't need a woman around our age or younger or even older to help us be the person that we are becoming. Older men are running to younger women to help them remind them of the person that they once used to be or the person they will never be.
Yeah. I think what people need to stop doing is projecting. You can't speak for every man. You know what I mean? That's his situation. You know what I mean? That's
Do
his
you think you think he's speaking for every man, or is it just the majority?
It's not a majority of men. A majority of men don't fucking move like that. He thinking of a sect of men. There's a group of men that do that shit. You know, every man don't be doing that shit. You know what I mean? So he's saying that older men looking for younger women because they're attracted to them, and these younger men are attracted to older women. Or this nigga sound like he pandering to something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? I feel like that shit like that is situational. It's based off of the person. It's not based off of man being man, and that's how men feel. They need to stop saying shit like that. I hate when they do that shit. Just categorize and make it speak for all men. Don't do that.
Right. Well, people used to say, "Oh, he gonna leave you for someone younger, or she gonna leave you for someone, whatever."
And the shit that I see when a older man go to a younger woman, it's like some trick shit. You know what I mean? Like some payment is due. Like, you know what I mean? You trying to pay, you paying somewhere.
It's
You know what I mean? It's transactional to a degree.
So you feel like when a younger woman dates an older gentleman, it's for stability, or you think it's like, oh, I got me a zaddy? Everybody is saying that now, and
Yeah.
And the point in having a zaddy is for the stability.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? That shit could be true the other way around for younger men with older women. You know what I mean?
right. Let's jump into the next clip.
What does the right one look like to you now after divorce?
Consistency, open communication, being honest. I think a lot of older men lack that.
Older men
Lack that. That's 28 and he know what he doing.
Older men lack consistency.
Yes.
But now,
Consistency, being honest.
how old are you?
41 and the guy I talk to is 28.
What?
41 and the guy I talk to is 28.
And he's consistent.
Consistent.
You think maybe because you're older, he's more intrigued?
No, but it's a lot better.
So are you all right?
My ex-husband for 8 years.
How old was he?
45.
Okay. So, that's your daughter?
My daughter's 16, but her dad was young. My daughter's 15. Her dad was young.
Oh, okay. So she okay with it? You okay with that? Her talking to a younger guy? You don't care?
Her dad was young. Her dad was young.
Okay.
He wasn't that exactly, but I'm
You what?
36.
Yeah, still young. You like him young, huh?
Uh-huh. No, but he's young. That's what he's trying to.
So I wouldn't have a chance then, because I'm older.
If you got consistency.
I live by consistency.
Maybe. And you smell good.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go, y'all, because I think she's trying to pick me up.
Yeah.
Basically, she was saying shit. She didn't date you if you old, if you got money.
Look, I think the shit she was saying was cool at the beginning until she said until she generalized men. You know what I mean? Until she generalized and shit and said older man is this, or you know what I mean? Or you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
That's where I disagree. I was like, okay, she might know something because she just got through a divorce and so she's seen some shit. You know what I mean? And then it got stained with her, her experience. You know what I mean? So now she's saying all men, like all men in that particular. No, it's the nigga you was fucking with. The nigga you was fucking with was like that. You know what I mean? And half the time we know these motherfuckers be the way they be. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna change a motherfucker.
Right. My whole thing is this with dating young. What happens when that man decides he want kids and you're older and you can't even have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things come into play when it's with the age. I know people's like, oh, age is just a number. It really don't matter. But yeah, you say that, but it does play a role in certain things that take place in a relationship. It can, you know, whether it's a younger man that's mature or an older man that's immature.
You know, the reason why age matter is because, like, that's why we got laws. You know what I mean? Even though these people is trying to fuck with the laws and shit, you know what I mean? But that's why we got fucking laws. You know what I mean? That's why you can't really, like, you got to pay more insurance until you get to a certain age. But you know what I mean?
Right.
So age matter. You know what I mean? People pick and choose when it matters to them. You feel me?
That's true.
People love to make excuses for their decisions too. That's
Right.
also that's a role that at play.
And shoot, not only that, you got these other type of men and women that carry that jealousy with them, and they'll go hurt other people because of what their other mate or what they mate did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
they
means
need to put their big draws on or whatever and deal with those issues head up with the person that did it to you, which is your partner, the one you laying down with. If he's stepping out or if she's stepping out, you need to handle that issue with them and not take it to the person that they messing with.
Look, if you in a situation and you feel like you're gonna do something to somebody, first person you need to deal with is yourself. That's the first motherfucker you need to deal with. You know what I mean? Unless somebody
Seek
put
help, a
their hands on
professional.
yeah, like unless somebody put their hands on you, you know what I mean? All that shit is extra. You know what I mean? You're unstable. You know what I mean? Go check yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, and especially if the other part, like, I don't know, I'll be seeing a lot of dumb shit. You know what I mean? People be mad at the motherfucker that they person dealing with, but not they more than the person. You know what I mean? Too. You know.
Exactly. And my whole thing is that third party didn't betray your trust. That person you know what I'm saying? Betrayed your trust. You know
Even
what I'm saying?
even if they fucking knew, they ain't got no fucking loyalty to you. Even if they fucking knew that was your nigga or your female, they ain't got no loyalty to you. You know what I mean? The person that you know what I mean, is quote
Right.
unquote had some spoken contract with. You know what I mean? Got an
Right.
agreement with you.
Right. And tonight we're gonna dive in on all those verses. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to verse somebody, you know, somebody versus somebody. Like, on my flyer, I put 50 versus TT because he versus T.I. and Tiny and the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm just like, how many more distractions people gonna put up? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so freaking much. So freaking much. So
What
I'm just like, let's just talk about everything, anything, whenever we want to talk about it and how we feel about it. Because
what if all these verses that you're speaking of, you know, T.I. Tiny, you know, AI Human, you know what I mean, Iran
yeah,
or the USA, what if these are just like mesocosms or the macrocosm? You know what I mean? What if they're like, you know, morals and principalities that's at play and shit? You know what I mean? Spirits and principalities. What they say? You know what I mean? What if that shit's all at play and they moving through people? You know what I mean?
right, right. It's a big old chess game, and they using the little pawns and stuff to, you know, do certain things. And so I get it. You know what I'm saying? And
Think
it's
about
a whole bunch of distractions and not enough solutions. You know
it.
what I mean?
If
So
you,
it's like,
what is to be a vessel? What is to be a vessel but to be a pawn? You feel me?
right.
Okay, look at this. How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
It was good.
Y'all welcome Bird to the stage.
I thought
Yep.
I was watching. I didn't think I was gonna be on, but okay.
Well, it's open panel tonight, so we just diving into everything. Like we're discussing, dating younger and is it good to date younger and some of the risk that comes with that, and we're just diving in on everything because I got like versus, so we got online versus online dating versus dating period, and we know that's like non-existent. Like that is just like fucking dinosaurs. Like but
But I
yeah.
mean, I guess I don't know. It's just dating, dating older, dating younger. It don't really matter because shoot, you can date somebody older than you. That's stupid. You can date somebody your age. That's stupid. And you can date somebody that's younger than you. That's stupid. Or it can be vice versa. So I don't
Right.
know. That's weird.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes I be thinking these dudes out here is really like not only dudes, but I'm gonna say dudes and females be out here really dating for an image. And once they get that image, they expect that personality or their insides to be glitter and sparkly and everything happy go lucky. And it's not that. Sometimes that sparkly shit tastes nasty.
Man, I know so many people that you see them on Facebook, they married or they dating person, but then when you know them in real life, you know that all that shit they put on Facebook and all the shit they play when other people see them be all bullshit that they not nowhere near happy. They talking about they mate or their husband like a dog and how they can't stand them, but when they hit their face, they kissing their ass acting like everything is perfect.
Right. They putting out that image.
Yeah.
Man, look, if it ain't paying me no money, then I ain't putting out no image. And then I probably still ain't gonna put out no image because I don't care.
Right.
I feel like a lot of that shit, I ain't gonna say it started with like social media and shit, but we also got a lot of that shit from them fucking celebrities. They be on that same shit where they shit look perfect from the outside, but then when you get through the knit and grit, them niggas is on some they worse off than regular niggas in some manners, especially morally and ethically when it
Right.
comes to those type of things.
That's true. Look at Carly B, prime example.
And you be like, yeah, all the we be hearing this shit before, like all that glitter ain't gold. You know what I mean? Shit likes to
Right.
imitate the shit, but that imitation is just a fucking imitation. Nigga, that
Right.
ain't no crab, nigga.
And find somebody you really like. Don't date somebody because your homeboys think she fly or they think she cute, but she treats you like shit, or he treats you like shit, but your girl's saying, "Oh, he putting you on." You know what I'm saying? Date somebody that's gonna make you happy.
But
Which
at the end
leads
of the
me
day,
into, huh?
but at the end of the day, all this disappears. We may look good now, and in the next 10 years, we may age really bad. So the outside ain't really gonna determine and make the relationship. It's the inside and the communication.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So do y'all feel that a person can be in love with two people at once?
That just sounds like that person wants his cake and eat it too, and has opened up Pandora box and it's gonna blow up in their face.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
because
would
they
be
say,
like,
back in the day, men had more than one wife, but the wives knew their places before and were raised into that. And now in today's society, that's not how it is. So I don't see that as working because that's not the norm. That's not how women are raised. To be one of many wives or anything else. Like it's not that
right,
easy.
right. And some of the men don't even have the
The wealth to take care
Yeah,
of all these
to
women.
do that, because what you do for one, you have to do for the other. You know, that's how I look at that. Because if you saying you love us, or you in love with us at the same time, then you got to treat us the same, right? But how you treat someone the same as someone else?
But you can't, because nobody's the same. So they're going to be treated differently, but on the same playing field, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think the shit could work, and I know y'all might say that because I say it's a man thing, but I don't think it could work in the frame of how society is now. You know what I mean? I
I would
think a
love
lot of
2-3 husbands. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be one of the
it,
other
it,
wives. It
it,
would have
it,
to
it,
be the other way around. It would have to be me with the 2-3 husbands.
that right there, it wouldn't work, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because there's more women on the world than men. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
I'll say this. I'll say this.
Because half the men are, you know, on the other side playing for
I
our
will say
team.
this. I will say
Man,
this. There probably is some men that'd be cool with that. There might be there. I ain't gonna say that there ain't gonna be no men. I feel like there'll be less men that's cool with it. But the way man is going now, I don't know. You know, there might be a lot of men that be cool with that shit. You know what I mean? But I know men are territorial. You know what I mean? When it comes to, you know, as far as me, I'll be territorial when it comes to that shit. Nah, you know, that shit wouldn't work for me. You know what I mean? It couldn't work for me. You know what I mean? And the logic I got is that, you know, there's more women on the world, so the world was made like that for that reason. But it got fucked up to the point to where niggas be doing it and try to be pimping. You know what I mean? Niggas will fuck it up and they'll be trying to be feeling like a king. They wouldn't do they fucking part. You know what I mean? They wouldn't hold up to the fucking part they supposed to fucking do. They'll just try to live off of the benefits of it. The man of the day would try to live off the benefits of that motherfucker. You know
Yep.
what I
Right.
mean? So I think nowadays, I don't think that shit'll work most of the time. You know, it might work with a few motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But most of the time, it's gonna be some cult type shit.
That's why I be saying like not
Cody
to
said,
put it out there like that, but shit, some of the like the motorcycle culture and stuff. Some of them people turning that shit into like a big ass swinging pot. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Husbands out there cheating on their wives out there sleeping with other women, and it's a whole bunch of mess.
If they gonna do it like that, they should leave it the fuck alone. You know what I mean? They should just, you know, focus on one. You know what I mean? First, you know what I mean? First, that's what you got to do first anyway. Nigga. You got to
Right.
make sure you in the place. Some motherfuckers ain't gonna be in the place in this lifetime. You know, nigga, you might have to wait a few. You know what I mean?
every time, everything like that, you always got to have a strong foundation, or it ain't never gonna work. If it's any of that, even if it goes my way where I want more than one husband, but it got to be a foundation. It got to be a solid foundation. Vice versa, each way it go. You know what I'm saying? In order for it to work, it could, but would it work? Not with me being
No.
one of the extra women, because dude, I'm territorial. I ain't gonna want to know that you getting what I'm getting. Are you getting better? You know what I'm saying? At all. Like, so that wouldn't work on my end. Yeah, I would have to have it the other way. I would have the multiple people and they just share me.
Look, and it
Right, because I'm like,
too. It depends on the people too. You know what I mean? That's involved in the shit. You know what I mean? Your one rotten apple could spoil the whole fucking bunch. You know what I mean?
True.
So
True.
if that's gonna happen, you might as well just leave that shit the fuck alone.
I would probably be the rotten apple, so I wouldn't even do that. I don't do threesomes. I don't do none of that because I already know me. It's gonna be a fish fight. You know what I'm saying? She might really be cool, but yeah, it ain't. It's not gonna work.
right. That shit right there got me in my head. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, a lot of niggas will turn that shit into like some cult type shit. Like, so yeah, they should just leave that shit
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah. And
It's
then
sort
not
of
only
like
that, they're not even making them look good. They're making them look worse than what they started out with. Like, if you're gonna have more than one woman or more than one man, like, make that shit work for you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they looking good too. Don't
It's
make
like
it look
the
like
modern day.
a pimping situation,
It's
because
like
That-
the
that's
that's
what a
what
lot
modern
it
of
be.
day.
people play it to be.
That's what
It's
it be
like the
looking like.
modern day poly stuff. if you pay attention to that, yeah, they got the man and the man got all these women, but who's holding everything? Who's doing all the work? Who's bringing in all the bacon? The women are, and the man is benefiting from everything. So like if that's supposed to work and you're supposed to be the man, you're supposed to be taking care of everybody and it's supposed to be a team. Because nowadays it can't work with one person taking care of everybody. Our economy's fucked up everywhere. It don't matter where you live. But if you look at it, the women are busting their ass and he getting treated like a king and taken care of, and they doing everything and bringing everything in. But he the man that's supposed to be everybody's man.
Yeah, that just sound like some cult shit to me. Like shit like that sound like some cult shit to me. That don't sound like it's beneficial to the woman at all. You know what I mean?
Only thing she gets is the peace.
Sometimes it sounds, some of them situations demean the woman. Like, you know what I mean? That's what that one looked like it's doing. It looked like it's demeaning them. Like it's supposed to empower them. You know what I mean?
Or it's just another way of him being able to say, "Oh, I like girls, so he can cheat. Oh, I'm gonna bring her in, so he don't never got to be faithful." You know what I'm saying? That's another way they use this shit nowadays too.
Right. So a lot of people are afraid of the commitment.
Yeah, I feel like you would have to prove that you solid before all that shit anyway. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Check. The rice. Is it done? Make your brother some food. Sorry, y'all. Yeah.
Oh no, you good.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything is just made to benefit the one particular person. It's not a us thing. It's not a you. It's not a let's build. It's basically me. You know what I'm saying? And people say whatever they need to say to get people to do stuff, but it's all about them benefiting from it in the end.
Yeah, that's some pimp shit.
Right.
Yeah,
There's a lot of that shit running around.
Yeah,
It's a whole bunch of that running around.
And the preachers be on that shit too.
Oh, man.
Right. Oh, did y'all hear about Suki being pregnant by Dr. Umar?
I seen that she was pregnant.
Who
is Dr. Umar though?
That's that Pan African nigga. That Pan African nigga. And yeah, he's
the one that was building the school and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Never got finished. Yeah, the school never got finished. Nigga still want money.
Oh, there we go with that benefiting from shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's using the shit to benefit himself.
Yeah. Niggas was fucking with him at the beginning, but then it was like, okay, he's just nigga be saying some real shit sometimes too, but then it's flooded with some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like I ain't that school shit. I ain't fucking with that shit. You know what I mean? I told myself I'm not joining or participating in none of these niggas' organizations.
All that shit is them new, it's modern day codes. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just, you know what I'm saying, do the Heaven Gates or some shit. It's just a new modern way of doing it.
Niggas drink the Kool-Aid and shit.
Yeah, we're gonna all kill ourselves, or we're gonna do like the Manson family and go rob and stay out in the fucking desert and fuck each other and do all type of crazy shit. And then go kill everybody.
These niggas be so full of themselves. Like, you know what I mean? They holier than thou type niggas. Like, but without the holy part. You know what I mean? That's talking shit. You know what I mean? That's out there talking shit. Like, nigga, you ain't no better than none of us, nigga.
Hey, you know, it's they be coming up. How one church out here, it's not as big as it used to be before, but about almost 20 years, the little motherfucking nigga that used to be an ex-drug dealer and pimp was pimping all these damn church people out here. He was rolling around in a Bentley. He had all the people doing community service at his church, so he didn't have to pay nobody to do nothing. Like, he was pimping the shit out of him. He told somebody, if you wanted me to pray for you because I'm a prophet, they couldn't sow nothing but a seed of $100 or more for him to put his hands on them and pray for them.
Oh,
and
wow.
People was doing it.
Yeah. You know, drug dealer, preachers, and pimps, they always go hand in hand to me. You know, they always went hand in hand to me coming up. You know, y'all the same niggas. You know what I mean? Y'all the same niggas.
Oh, on top of that, every couple years, he was cheating with another bitch, divorced that wife, and then there was another couple. There was another first lady of the church every 2 to 3 years, and all these women were pregnant. So, and they, all these people backed this dude for years. That church was really big out here. You don't hear no more of the church, but yeah, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Hey, but one of my
Like that's like I hate hearing that they took the word and took advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like most of these people out here do. That's why,
Common sense
man.
ain't common no more. People don't got common sense, so if they get taken advantage of, that's their own fault. Because that it don't take a rocket scientist to see that something was wrong with that picture. I never stepped foot in that damn church, and I can tell you just from what I saw and heard that shit was fucked up. And he expected you to pay 10% of your income, and if you didn't, you weren't allowed in the church. Like, he was not playing; he was pimping them people. How does
Oh
a
wow.
pastor from a non what a church is a nonprofit organization? How you rolling around in a Bentley getting a house built from the ground up? That costs you
Oh,
money. Go open that door.
that part.
He had a brand new Bentley
They
in
probably living in a big
Lancaster, of
old
all places.
mansion too. Said God wanted them to have it.
Yes, because God blessed them, because they're God's child.
Yeah, that's an excuse for every fucking thing.
You
And
know what I
and
dislike is when people say you ask them how they doing, and this gets on my fucking nerves, and I be wanting to punch people that say this. I am blessed and highly favored. Well, what make you more blessed and highly favored than me? Because I woke up this morning too. So what the fuck? God got me this house. No, you had the income and the credit to get the house. God didn't get you no house or no car.
you feel me? God led the way.
He gave you common sense. But I think
Gave you
that's
all the tools you need to get the stuff done.
facts. Facts.
You
Somebody
know
rolling. I hear scraping.
what?
You can hear it. You can hear the scraping.
That's how you know this is high confessions and people know they shit. You feel me? Just by the little sound, you already know the business. It's real when I'm fist to roll up because the conversation is getting real good because,
We went off topic.
you know,
Oh yeah, it's open panel, so
we
there's never no off topic.
Oh, okay.
yeah, there's nothing off topic. It's open panel. You know what I'm saying? I got a few videos I can click up there and stuff like that if y'all want to dive into some of that and discuss some of that. But I gotta understand what's going on out here in the dating world. Well, I'm not out there actively dating.
I
There's
tried
a
today,
reason.
but
So
past me liking your profile picture or talking to you on the app, shit, even responding in the app, I really don't care to. I didn't really put no real time and effort into it because it's like, oh, you're gonna talk all this good stuff, give you my number. First thing you're gonna be doing is trying to smash. Not really trying to get to know me, trying to smash, and then yes, nothing from there. Or he give you the number and it's crickets. You want to text me? I come from the generation and we talked on the phone. Like, why are we texting? Texting to me is so impersonal, and I don't know who I'm texting.
right. And if you wanted to text me, we could have just continued to write back and forth on the app.
Shit, man, look, I got so many dang things. I got stuff from 2, 3 years ago. I ain't responded back. I may hit the couple people up at the top, but I don't really. What's the use?
I think a lot of that is due to technology. You know what I mean? Because technology made people impersonal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People like you know, outside of you having to deal with motherfuckers, people ain't gonna low key introduce themselves to you. You know what I mean? Half the time,
Right.
You get
you
people
know.
to stare. Even if you say hello in the grocery store, people stare. Like you ain't supposed to
Oh,
say hello.
not only hello, if you say excuse me, let me tell you something. The next person that don't say excuse me and you trying to get by, get tripped. Because I use my words. You feel me?
And then
So
we used
let's
to,
use our words. You are a human. You know how to use those words.
and am I tripping or something? But then we used to have classes where we was taught manners and shit like that,
Etiquette.
and
Yes.
etiquette. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think they do that shit no more.
Nope. They do not.
You know, these
They're
motherfuckers.
NPCs. They don't know how. They being controlled.
Hold on, but it don't even be the younger kids. Let me this old ass man bumped into my son. My son like, excuse me, the motherfucker start talking shit. We like, hey nigga, don't we about to whip your ass. Like, so it's not even really the younger generation, it's the old heads that's on some bullshit.
Yeah, these
Right.
old ignorant too.
Welcome to the stage, Demetria.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
We
We're
good. We
doing
good.
good.
Good. Happy almost Friday again.
Oh yeah, happy
Yeah.
to you too.
Oh yes.
What y'all doing? What y'all talking about?
They was talking about some dating shit.
Oh,
How impersonal shit is now.
how what?
Well, we was talking about how impersonal shit was, but
Oh yeah.
that was just the point we were making just now, though. But we was what was we on?
We was talking about
Just people,
dating.
how rude
Yeah,
they are,
people, how
how
rude
people
they
don't
were.
talk.
Like when you say excuse me in the store and stuff like that, they feel like they don't have to say shit.
Facts.
My mom be telling me, calm down, just keep on going. I was like, they got one more time to try to walk past here and not say excuse me.
But hold on, it's even the people that you know, because there's a certain people that I know that you know that I've seen them in Walmart, and I look at them, I'm like, hey, and they try to keep walking. So look, I'm not gonna allow you to do, because I know you in real life. Like, hey, you didn't hear me say I will get in your face until you acknowledge me. Like, what is wrong with people?
That part.
Outside of the internet are just period. People are just rude and
Right,
impersonal.
right.
So it makes dating harder nowadays because nobody walks up and talks to anybody. They act like everybody got the plague. Nobody, like, everybody wants to screw everybody because sex has become so,
The
like,
norm.
easily to get, is accessible that people, give me that water. That they just think that they can talk to anybody, and the first thing they can do is when they meet you is get in your pants. First thing they want to do is meet you. Oh, I want to meet you at the room. So I can get to know you. You're not trying to get to know me. You're trying to just have sex with me.
Right.
Or I've been hit
No,
up and say, "Oh, you want to make some money?" Did I say anywhere on my dating profile that I was a prostitute?
that part. They even got people on there that's trying to find a person to spice up their marriage. And I'm like,
Oh, I
don't they
get
got
hit with that a
certain
lot of times too.
websites? Don't they got designated websites for those type of people?
I get the
Like they
poly
on here
people.
trying to contaminate the
Yep.
singles that we are. You feel me? And make shit harder.
Yep, I get those too. We're looking for a friend to kick it with.
And
Well,
I
who
ain't
said
looking
I
for
was
no stalker
bisexual?
neither.
And who said I wanted to kick it? So that'd be my thing with them sites too. I put what I am up there, and then I have people, women hitting me up that I never said I was bisexual or gay. Then I have couples hitting me up that wants to spice up their relationship, but I never not once said that. Or you got niggas hitting you up in your inbox and asking you, Do you want to make some money? And you never said that you was a prostitute.
Right. Everything, I'm telling you, everything is for sale.
I wonder
Everything
how
is a profit nowadays.
I wonder how much that shit work when the niggas say, you want to make some money? I wonder how much that shit work.
I had one tell me, "Oh, won't you take off work for the day and I'll pay you whatever you make your salary for the day?" Yeah. Did I tell you I was a prostitute? Like, this is what it keep coming back to. Like, did I say anywhere on my wish cover that I'm a sex worker? And then if I was, like I told one dude, you wouldn't be able to afford me because it's gonna be $4,500 up if I'm gonna degrade myself like that. To me, that's degrading myself. But you're gonna give me some real money. Come on, oh, you ain't worth no shit like that. Okay, then get off my damn phone.
Right. Because he ain't got the money.
Well, you shouldn't
You know
be
what I'm
out here.
saying? Only broke men brag about money.
Wait, but
Men that got money, they making moves. They ain't really bragging about their money. They ain't really showing off they bread. None of that.
I would have to think that women feel disrespected after that, right?
Some women don't.
Some
That's the
women
thing about
don't.
it. Some of these women do not feel disrespectful, right? But that offends the fuck out of me. And then when I say something to them, it's like, "Oh, bitch, you're just being stuck up." No, I never said that.
Right. So many men out here want them a so-called baddie, and then once they get that baddie, they regret getting the baddie when they.
That's why I say the woman
Like,
of the day, like the women that men be complaining about, they manifested that.
Exactly. So you get what you get, you know? You can't be mad when we have standards and morals. We still have integrity, and we're not gonna, downgrade ourselves to fit into their fucking box so they can feel like a man or a woman. Like, we're not doing that shit.
Did that be the thing on the dating scene too? Or you got it's one called Hookup that I'm on, and literally all they want to do is hook up. It was one on there to where I was like, I don't know about that because dude was honest. He was honest as hell. But he let it be known that he's bisexual and he's trying to bring another woman into his relationship with his man. I didn't really talk to him. I thank him for his his honesty, but that made me feel really kind of weird. Like, could I sleep with him and his nigga?
I would have been like, there go my two husbands.
The same thing I like.
Like, there go my two husbands.
Yeah, I said I want two or three husbands, but I didn't say I wanted them to sleep together.
We gonna work this out now.
That's why they got HIV and STDs, all that rampant high and shit.
Ain't no telling.
Then they got some new shit. Like,
it's a lot out here. It's like you gotta be safe, and then you got the men that like to do like Bobby Brown said. They like to just spread themselves around. They like to bareback everybody, put their mouth on everybody, and whatever else. I be getting in my inbox. They don't say hello. They don't say nothing. First thing they want to tell the niggas they want to eat a nigga cat. Well, damn, I don't even know you. You don't know nothing about me, but you just putting your mouth in places that you shouldn't be putting your mouth on everybody.
You've been seeing those rappers or whoever been kissing on that one girl, Selena, and they whole fucking face broke out in some type of flesh eating disease. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to be careful out here. You know.
These people is being reckless, and we can't even say it's the younger kids because it's the older ones.
It's too. The older ones.
Reckless is the fucking younger ones.
They the ones teaching them younger niggas, like, the recklessness. There's a bunch of old young niggas out there.
It's a bunch of old young niggas out here. Correctly, it's a bunch of old men trying to get their young back. I call it. They trying to get not they Stella, but they what we gonna call they Denzel back. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever they want to call it.
10 years ago, they need to leave his ass right there where he was 10 years ago. That's like me trying to act like 20-year-old me and try to pop it like 20-year-old me. Like, that ain't what it is no more. I'm not
Right.
20-year-old me no more.
Right. And some people say that's why older men, not to go back to that question, but that's why they say older men date younger because they feel young again, or
but we also got to see if that ties into that PDF shit too. You know what I mean?
It does.
It got
yeah, it do.
these niggas having young fantasies.
Yep.
I mean, you sit your old ass up and be where you supposed to be, motherfucker.
It is a blessing to get older because a lot of people ain't never gonna get older. So while they trying to do something that they already done, they should be embracing something that a lot of people ain't gonna get to do. A lot of people ain't making it to 40. A lot of people ain't making it to 50. So why are we trying to be 20? You know what I'm saying? 30 years later.
Like I wouldn't even want to deal with people that's the age of my kids, or you know what I mean, or
Nah, I can't do it.
nieces, my nephews, or shit. They probably dealt with them. You know what I mean? Who knows? Like,
I feel like I'm in enemy territory right now.
why you say
I'm
that?
still in my 20s. I'm
But we can get
27.
your point of view from it. How do you
Yeah,
feel
because I have
like?
a totally different point of view for sure.
Let's hear it.
Like being 27, I was born in 98, and
So
I
you are
was at the
28.
cusp of like, my parents raised me, they were born in the 70s. So I was raised by parents who were born in the 70s. Therefore, I was raised how they were raised. You know what I'm saying? Like just certain, and then especially being from Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, like you learn a whole different type of culture versus like the West Coast, which I also grew up on the West Coast as well. But I think people my age, and of course, probably to like 24, we are products of our environment for the most part. Just like people before us, the millennials and the Gen Xers and all that. Like everybody is products of the environment. And I think people don't realize like you carry generational trauma. So essentially some of the shit these people be doing and like the carelessness that a lot of generations have, especially the younger generation, it comes from like years and years and centuries of fucking all types of stuff just jumbled up into one. You know what I mean? And they don't know no better because they were raised by people who also didn't know no better. Nobody knew better, and it just gets worse as time progresses. If you're looking at it from that perspective, but I don't know. I like to think for me, I like to tell people my age last because I don't. My age on paper and my age and life experience are totally different, two totally different things.
Right.
Like when it comes to hella stuff, like even like music taste, like I be on that old like oldie. So you know,
What do you consider oldies?
y'all can't go bar for bar with me. Okay, let me try. So Luther Vandross, of course, gotta go Luther, but deep Luther. Like wait for me, not just never
Oh,
too
fat
much.
Luther or skinny
Yeah,
Luther?
I believe this is skinny Luther. No, this is fat Luther.
That's
This is
fat
fat
Luther.
Luther. Yeah. Fat Luther. And then mint condition,
Okay, so that's
silk.
old for you, but that's our generation music, so that ain't old.
But I'm not done. You got basic black. You feel me? Like I go way back. It's a whole thing. The
All right, so what
whispers,
about
you know what
Johnny
I'm
Taylor?
saying?
Oh yeah, the Whispers had some deep
Like, come on,
lyrics.
man.
So what
Smokey
about
They got
Johnny
some
Taylor?
deep
Robinson,
lyrics.
you know.
So do
I
you
can go
know
way
about
back.
Johnny Taylor?
Of course.
Okay, then you know
Let
some
me.
old shit.
And then like
I
that's the thing
mean,
too. Like I used to hang out in them holes in the walls like at 22, 23 with the old heads. That's all they playing. Chicken
Yes.
wings is cooking in the back and they got drinks on the side and they playing Johnny Taylor all
Yes,
night.
ma'am.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it just depends on the person. But I do know like I don't come across someone with similarities like this regularly, like how I am. So I think I don't know. I feel lucky about that. I don't
right.
want to be like these kids now. Like
I can't even say that because all of my kids, my 16-year-old loves Nirvana and stuff. I didn't even know she knew who Kurt Cobain was. My
Mm-hmm.
my 9-year-old loves Johnny Taylor. His favorite song is Last $2. We were in a meeting at school and he was like, Mom, can I use your phone to play Johnny Taylor? And the teacher, who is older than me, which is black, she's like, who is Johnny Taylor? We both looked at her like, you don't know who Johnny Taylor is? She like, no. My son's like, how are you old and you don't know who Johnny Taylor
Oh
is?
wow.
But a lot of people, it just depends. It goes back to what you said, is what people are uh, introduced to as a child or which color. You'd be surprised of a lot of black people that were born in the 50s and 60s that do not know a lot of old school black music or the blues, especially if they weren't born and raised in the Midwest and in the South, or
Yes.
have people from them roots, because a lot of my friends wouldn't know nothing about Johnny Taylor or none of that stuff, but I'm thankful for my dad in the Southern roots because I know about all that stuff all the way around.
Yes. Definitely. Definitely. It's definitely about a region, like where you grew up at type shit. Like
So like
So
when I
on
was
that
here,
note, how do y'all feel? Because I know, like, in my past experience, since I was raised on this side, talking to someone or dating someone from the east or from the mid seems like communication gets jumbled a little bit.
two different ways of communication. Like, okay, I was in North Carolina as a little baby, went back as an adult. They kept saying should. So I'm like, where the fuck is should? Like, damn, these people tripping. They keep calling should. The lady said, hey, how you doing, Suge? I'm looking, where is Suge? Well, that's their lingo for how we call each other baby and stuff over here. They call each other Suge. I was literally lost. I was looking for Suge Knight because they kept saying Suge.
Oh wow.
Like my
Okay.
cousins, they don't say cousins, they say cuz. I'm like, if y'all ever come here, y'all can't be talking about hey cuz, because if you do, you might have some problems. So yeah, it
Right.
is. It's they totally different. Like when I took went and I was sitting on the porch with my cousin, you met her before,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, that nigga, them bitches some hood rats. Well, she didn't know what hood rats meant, so it is different. It becomes a language barrier to me because certain
Yeah.
shit we say is totally different from what they saying, and you can't go around here calling your cousin cuz because that's not what they do here, you know.
Right.
Or you
Right.
say
Even I
should,
don't say cuz, I say cuzzo. You know what I'm saying?
they say
So
cuz. They
yeah.
say cuzzo because I call them cuzzo, but you still gotta kind of watch that over here. But yeah, it's like you can't be
I
like, hey, cuz.
I grew up both places. So literally like multiple schools in each state back and forth between California and Missouri. And it was definitely a culture shock. Cause I'm originally from St. Louis, but like half of my life, maybe a quarter, was also in Stockton, California. So that's where I graduated high school, but I also went to high school in St. Louis as well. So,
I
but
just gotta
both
ask you
sides.
this. It's like all the shootings and stuff that be going out there.
Hmm.
Like
But I swear it
I
didn't seem
can't
that bad when
travel
I was
there.
there.
For some reason, that's one place I'm like,
Nah,
I
I
don't
would
really
have
need
Yeah,
to
and
preferred
it's
go.
to be
nothing
there.
there. There's
I would have
nothing there.
preferred to be there than to leave California and end up in Gary, Indiana in the fucking 90s. So, hell no. I'd rather ended up in Missouri than Gary, Indiana. So,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
And I
ain't
went to
nothing in
junior high
Gary.
and high school there. So I went to elementary up to half of junior high here, and then I went to the rest of junior high to middle of high school, then came back here. So yeah, the shit and the culture and the schoolings and shit is different. Like there, they was able to paddle your ass. Here, you ain't getting no damn paddle. The damn principal bet not hit you, but there they was whipping your ass with them big ass
Oh
paddles.
shit! In the '90s, in Nevada, they was paddling us.
See, they wasn't in California though, but they was in Indiana. So I'm like, this motherfucker better not hit me. He hit me, and we
And
had
you
a
know
whole
what's
problem.
so crazy? With that paddling, I got paddled when I was in the 5th grade. And then when I started pledging, it was so normal to me. when we got paddled. You know what I'm saying? So like it's all about programming and what they planning and setting you up for and what you diving into because you thinking is something that you really interested in and until you start really diving into the symbolism of everything.
Right.
Man, it's crazy.
She left.
Oh, she'll probably jump back on. It does that sometimes.
It's just it's this definitely different. Two different worlds in the same.
Right. And everybody is being brought up different. So like when
So
it
what do
comes
y'all
to
think
like
about this?
dating and stuff, I give more patience. You know what I'm saying? I give more grace, you know, because I know they wasn't raised how I was raised. We experienced different things. So
Okay, so most of these little kids in the next 20 years that are being raised with this gentle parenting, how you think dating gonna be then?
I think they're gonna be creating like Build-A-Bears and shit. They're gonna be building their own robots and shit to be their mate. I think that's what that generation gonna be. They're gonna be building their own fucking mates. They're gonna build a what if they want a hoe, they're gonna build a hoe. If they want a wife, they're gonna build a wife. That's what I feel. I mean, because now our kids not being kids, our kids are being grown.
Yeah.
Too damn
I
grown.
think the way that shit moving, because they talking about replacing workers with robots and all of that shit. You know what I mean? So
I'm telling you, AI
think-
versus man is coming.
I think they low key gonna make motherfuckers try to be stupider. Like low key, like the more we use technology, the more we gonna be stupid because we gonna be, relying upon technology too damn much.
And you got a point because it's like, dude, I used to know everybody's number by heart. So if something happened, I know your shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, shit, I only know my sister's number by heart because I've never been the same for 30 years. Other
Hey,
than that, if I get in trouble and I need to know one of my kids' numbers, I don't know their numbers.
think
I don't
about
know nobody's number.
think about how now how
But after
kids
being in trouble, you'll remember.
think about how
Hell
kids
no.
not learning cursive, how kids not learning cursive affected them. You know
They
how
have
kids
not.
not writing as much affected
My
them now.
28-year-old don't know how to write in cursive. My 26-year-old don't know how to write in cursive. My 23-year-old don't know how to write in cursive. My
And look, and
19-year-old don't know how to write in cursive. But
they
my
say
15-year-old does.
they say when you use cursive, it opens up different neural pathways in your brain and shit. Like it
But
uses
you know,
different, you know what I mean, rather than writing
right.
regular. So you know what I mean.
But you know what? When they stopped teaching that in school, I taught my kids. I was like, just practice. Y'all will get better
I
at
didn't
it. Practice your
see
signature.
you did that. I didn't realize till I needed them to sign something as an adult that they didn't fucking learn cursive. I'm like, you don't
Right.
know how to write in cursive? They
You,
like, no.
they
And we
accept
have
it
to
for what
stop relying on the computer to put in our signatures.
the
They're going to
computer do
start
it for you.
forging our signatures on documents that we
They
have no
already doing that
idea.
shit.
You know, and they use when they sign documents now, they let motherfuckers write it in print like regular. You know what I mean? You don't even got to do that shit in cursive.
Right.
Like
Or
you
you
just
can go and pick a cursive writing from the computer.
Yep, and it'll sign it for you.
Well, in Pennsylvania, they're putting it back in the schools, and they had it on the news. It was front page. It was just a huge deal. It's a big to do, and I'm like, y'all shouldn't have never stopped. But okay, congratulations. I'm glad y'all getting it back.
I can
Relax.
I can see them having kids use computers as an assistant, but not as the main thing. Let them,
Right
yeah,
now
let them,
in school, my
yeah.
9-year-old does all his work. The teenagers do all their work on the Chromebook. My son literally sits in the little 9-year-old and logs in, and they do all their work on the fucking Chromebook.
I'm gonna be honest. It was coming up. It was hard for me because they ain't really. It was hard for me to know how to write a check. You know what I mean? To know how to write out a letter. You know what I mean?
Right.
How
So they
to
stopped. I
letter.
mean,
They
I
started
learned that in school.
in school. They started cutting that shit off. I learned that shit like one day. And then
I learned that in school. And that was what, in 99? They was teaching that in school. We had different things. We had auto shop. We had all these other
We
things.
had home ec,
They'll
where
teach
they
you how to
taught
Yeah,
you how
do
to
I know
cook.
nails. They'll
I
teach
had
you
a
how to
sewing
do hair.
class.
They'll teach you how to do HVAC. They'll
Yep,
teach you how to do all kinds of stuff.
yep.
And that was in 99. After 99, when the 2000 hit, there
think
was no
about
such thing. You heard about Job Corps and things like that was coming up and things like, but these are
look,
things we were learning in regular ass high
look,
schools.
look,
Yep.
nobody know how to cook. Look, now we got all these instant cookers and air fryers and shit, nigga. They can just
One
put
of
the
my
shit in, cook
coworkers,
this shit.
one of my coworkers that's in her fucking 30s, maybe pushing 40s, says that she does not know how to cook. They only cook out of the air fryer. I barely know how to use the air fryer.
I don't
Look,
use the air fryer, period. Like we had home ec in high
how
school.
old is
They
that?
taught us
I
how
had
to
it.
cook. They
I
taught
had
us how to
home ec.
sew.
I had home ec in junior high. Like we was able to choose our stuff. I had sewing in junior high. Like we had typing in junior high. Like all that stuff was started in junior high. You could continue it in high school, and now they don't have none of that shit.
That
And do
made
y'all
me want
know?
to do more research, man.
Do,
What
do y'all
changed
know?
from those
Do y'all,
years to
The
now?
budget,
do y'all know that
they
they say
cut
that
all that stuff out of our budget.
they
They
say
took
that
all the money from the schools.
yeah, they putting it into the government and all that shit.
Yes, that's what happened. They took all and they cut all those programs.
Hey, look, they got kids right now, or they are reading at an all-time low. You know what I mean? They're reading at an all-time low. And nationwide, they say people like 60% of people, 70% of people read about sixth grade, can't read sixth grade. You know what I
Right.
mean?
We don't
Read
need to
fourth grade.
read. We got a computer
They
that can read
listen to
for us. We got books that read to us now. We just got to listen.
Well, I'm guilty of that. I read a whole bunch of books on my damn Amazon auto books because I don't have time to be sitting down trying to look at no book. I will never get through it. But at work, I can listen to my book and I can do my job.
Yeah. But that's how they're making it. You know what I mean? They're making it so they can make all our decisions. You know what I mean? That's why this nigga they cut they said they ain't have 30 billion to reinstate SNAP, or you know what I mean, benefits and shit, but they got they about to try to get 200 billion for fucking this war.
Well, you
Wow.
know, with the SNAP, if you're not working, okay. So as of this year, which a lot of people don't know, because Trump was fucking very upset about giving people their stuff back. If you're not working at least 20 hours a fucking week, you ain't getting no snaps. If your children 15 and over ain't registered to for the looking for work and you don't apply, you don't comply with that shit. The
And
first
look,
time they take your benefits for 30 days. The second time 60 days. The next time 90 days, and then after that they taking that shit for 6 fucking months.
you know it's
But the
so crazy.
homeless can just get food stamps.
Nope, they cannot. They gotta get up and do it too. He done
Hey,
changed all that shit.
you know what's so crazy about that? The nigga jobs got worse since the nigga got in. The job got worse. You know what I mean? So this nigga's dumb.
Right. Because
Jobs
not too
got
many
worse.
people are hiring.
I mean, jobs got worse, but motherfuckers could have. It's easier to create jobs too. So we got more technology, which is easier for us to do a lot of other stuff. Yes, they're putting out railroads for other stuff, but you not to work. It's just because you don't.
Yeah.
One, you got some real issues. Two, you got stuff that just making it impossible. But for most motherfuckers that got cars that don't have a job, they're fucking bullshit because they could be Uber Eatings and all the Instacart and this shit. So motherfuckers rolling around in cars that ain't got no damn job. There's something wrong with them.
Yeah.
Right. It just comes down to like either you
Being lazy.
lazy or you don't like money. Like,
It's too many things that they make it easier, and then on other ways, as far as criminal background and shit, they making it harder to get a regular job. But there's other outlets that you can do. I mean, shit, even with social media, you can make money off social media. So it's really, truthfully, no reason why people are broke and don't got nothing for themselves and their family.
Hell, I even heard they say if you out there selling your body, shit, that counts as hours too.
Oh, you a 1099 employee now. Prostitution is not illegal. Well, in California, you are considered a 1099 employee. So you can go on Figueroa or out here on Sierra Highway and sell that shit, and ain't nothing gonna be done to you.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and some of us can't even get that shit.
Oh. But then a lot of us that's getting it, they coming back after stuff. I'm always working, but I keep getting hit with. Last year it was stuff that I gave them from 2022. Now this year, this is 2026. This shit from 2024. They want all pay. Like, dude, I don't got paycheck stubs and shit from fucking 2024. This 2026.
Right. That part.
So it's just like, but the people that ain't trying to do nothing, they make it easy for them. And the people that are trying seems to get that they ass to kiss.
Right. Because they don't want you to break out of the system.
It's all designed. Nothing's meant for you to become, quote unquote, as they say, self-sufficient.
Right. Because if you don't need them or rely on them and you don't need them no more, then people are going to start thinking, oh, shit, we don't need them, you guys.
That, like people say,
we can do this shit ourselves, you guys.
We gonna go get food stamps. Food stamps are free. Food stamps are not free. The money you get from the county is not free. None of that shit is free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, none of it's free.
Yeah, all that shit is paid by taxpayers' dollar.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because it's like, dude, if I go ask for it, I pay taxes, and you can't tell me I make too much or I'm not entitled to it. I'm the one fucking paying for the shit.
You know, but they giving all this money to fucking Israel. Like, that's the shit that don't make sense.
Right.
I don't understand how you can take my money before I even get my stuff. I'm working for my shit, and you get to take my money out of my check before I even get my check. I think that's some bullshit.
Right. Then you gotta pay to even use your money. When you swipe your money, it's a 75-cent fee. Or when you pull your money out, it's a damn fee to pull out your own damn money. Shit, America is the biggest pimp in the world.
Or your rent, you gotta pay a fee for certain things. It's like, what the fuck I'm paying to pay bills? I never understood that. I'm paying you $1.35 to pay my own bill.
It's a fee to move your money from one card to a different card.
Oh yeah, I get it from my fucking banks all the time, switching from one account to the next. They be eating my ass alive.
Right, and then not only that, they want to charge you a $5 or so maintenance fee.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
So now we gotta pay them to watch our money. We gotta pay them to withdraw to get our money. We gotta pay to use our card. We gotta pay to move money. Like, what's the point?
You know what's so funny about that? They loan out our money that we put in these banks, and we don't get nothing from the. You know what I mean? We don't get no kickback from the money that they make off. You know, from whoever the fuck they loaned it out to.
Facts.
So, yeah, it's a pimp hole situation.
Right.
Yeah,
and then to put us in a dire situation by entering into a war. Are you freaking serious?
The nigga compromised.
He don't care.
By Israel.
He don't care. It's not gonna affect him either way it go. He gonna be covered in good. It's everybody else, especially the poor, that's going to fucking pay for it. It's no longer
he got millions in bunkers.
Middle class and poor. It's poverty and rich, because it ain't even no poor no more. Like, all of us that ain't rich is in poverty.
Hey, look, he used that war as a distraction from them Epstein files, because the nigga all up in them.
Right.
You know, that's some whole ass petty shit. Like, that's some petty shit. You know, some big petty shit though. Oh yeah, some big
Right.
pet.
All they trying to do is save face. And in order to save face and their money and their millions and their image, they'll go to war and kill innocents.
They've been doing that for years, trillions of years.
All the little distractions and stuff talking about, oh, they planning on hitting Cali. Yeah, no, y'all planning on hitting Cali.
All we can do is fucking pray. I hope they don't hit the fucking desert. No offense. I love my family in the city, but I hope they don't hit the desert because it ain't shit in the fucking desert. We really gonna fucking burn.
Well, you know they're gonna be trying to hit landmarks and buildings that
Well,
you know what
that
I'm
shit,
saying?
that shit ain't the desert. That shit ain't the desert.
Right.
It's just sad. It's sad. We're always under attack. We're always in something. Like they keep trying to raise the minimum wage, and I don't even sign the things no more. I keep telling people like, why are we signing petitions to raise the minimum wage? They're gonna raise it, then they're gonna raise the cost of food and shit. We should really be trying to get it to where they can't raise your rent every 10% every fucking year. We should have a cap on rent and the food and everything else we need. Like everything keeps going higher and higher. In the next 20 years, what is basic rent gonna be? $1.5 million a fucking month? Because shit is already down when they're
Exactly. And
my
still
brother
not
and them is
own
at
shit. And
$4,500
still
a
not
month.
own it.
That was
And
too fucking
still
much.
not be the owner.
Yes, my brother and them is at $4,500 a month. You know what I'm saying? And she's gonna up the rent again in this year in August on them by 10%. So what? Rent gonna be $1.5 million. Like we gonna be fucking broke. Like now they wonder why we got so many homeless people everywhere.
Right. And that's why the government should pay for everybody fucking housing and all the fucking electricities and utilities and everything should be fucking free.
That's why there's gonna be a civil fucking war, because this shit just gonna get to the point where it's gonna be sustainable and niggas gonna be like, fuck it. Fuck it. You
That's
know
why
what I mean?
people finding other ways to get their resources. They're creating other natural ways to build up their resources so they don't have to rely on anything. So if the grid was to shake a little bit or whatever, they good.
I just say the shit is stupid, and we are in a world of fucking shit. Because even now with quote unquote Section 8, that shit is 40% of motherfuckers' income. 40% is less than half, fucking 10% less of half of my fucking income. So if I'm poor and I can't afford to pay regular market rent, what makes you think I can afford to pay 40% of my income and still pay all my utilities and take care of myself and my family?
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna get to the point where it's just some slave shit.
Yeah.
It's already been
It's like they want to set you up to fail. You know what I'm saying? When they should be setting everyone up for success,
They
but
say they want people off of it, but they don't make it to where people can get off of it. They have these self-sufficiency programs. They never work. You never end up off of it. They have
the
the
most
welfare
people
to
that
work
get off
programs.
of it end up homeless,
Exactly.
unhoused. And then what they do with them people? Give it to McDonald's? Like, what we doing?
Look, all that struggle, they feed off of all that shit. They love that shit. They love that shit. You know what I mean? They love that shit.
They
They want you
to
to
get a
come
job.
begging.
They want you to get a job so you can get off welfare. Well, guess what? You get a job. They say they give you the money for the kids to help support the kids from the absent parent, but they don't give you the money. They take the money from you if you ain't on the case. So how are you helping me get on my feet to get off of all these programs? You're not.
Right.
And then you want to come back if we have been working and telling you this stuff, and then you want to come back and like me, you want to hit people with, oh, we want stuff from 2-3 years ago. Like 24, it's 26. You're talking about 24. Last year it was from 23. Like, so every time I get a job, I give you the stuff. So why are we
They're not doing that. They're not keeping records. They don't know how to keep good records. They don't know how to keep good records, and they go out their way to try to catch us up and try to get us to incriminate ourselves or whatever. Or you know what I'm saying? And then
before they do have it documented, they do already know. They just want to see if you're going to tell them the truth.
Exactly. We know all these systems are connected. Thank you, Obama. You feel me?
That anytime you fucking your social security tell anything, they running your social security number all the motherfucking time. So they already know what the fuck you doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're giving you nothing to live off of. So what the fuck?
Exactly. And the people the workers that are doing it, stop acting like you ain't on that shit either. Stop acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's coming out of your pocket.
You know how
it's not.
You know
stop treating people like they should be doing better.
You know
they're coming to get resources so they can do better. So talk to them with respect.
You know how much a gang service worker makes in at the Palmdale office? 2 years ago they was making $18. 18. Their baby up at $19 an hour, and they got 100, 200 people on trying to get them to be self-sufficient. But what rent and bills could you really pay with $18 to $19 an hour in California?
Right, and what perks are you getting because you work there?
Nothing, because it's not through the county anymore. It's a third party. So a lot of these jobs that people think are county jobs are not county jobs because
they outsourcing.
Parties. Yes, to save the
they're
money.
Outsourcing.
Yes, and they're paying them little to no money.
Mm. I guess they say if you don't work, you don't eat.
True, with the price of shit, even if you work, sometimes you end up still not eating.
Facts.
Basically, that's how they making it. You working.
Because in order to eat, you got to pay all these damn bills in order to cook.
And then the fucked up thing about it is they don't go off what you bring home. They go off the net pay. And that's why I don't like the where you can take out of my check before I get it. Yes, I made this, but I didn't see this. But you're telling me I don't qualify because I make too much money. But I didn't see all that money. You took my money from me.
They know it. It's bullcrap. That's like
right. And then we got to pay taxes on everything any fucking way. So doesn't that mean it's insured? Shit.
$200-$300 every time on my motherfucking check. I be screaming. So what is the fuck of doing this shit? You know what I'm saying? Then I gotta get taxed and pay everything.
Right. Then they take medical out and you still got a high ass copay paying $200 just to see a fucking doctor to give you some damn results. A 5-minute appointment, you pay $200.
Yep. I got a hell of a copay on my fucking dental and vision. That's why I went to American Best, and just paid for my shit out of my motherfucking pocket because it was simpler than to pay for I used my medical that I pay for. Oh, and on top of that, they taking out the money for that every fucking time I get paid. So you taking taxes and I'm taking my vision and dental out and everything else. Like, it's just not. But if you don't have but if you don't have dental and vision or medical coverage and you go to file your taxes, they're penalizing you $900.
Which is crazy. Because what if I just want to pay cash for all of my shit? Because these doctors, they'll take a cash paying patient over an insurance patient any day.
I don't know.
But it's just making the bigger heads more money. That's all it is. Saying it's a big old pyramid scheme, man.
Yeah. The way they be harvesting motherfuckers' energy is a pyramid scheme too in itself. You know what I mean? That's why all of this shit, you go through so much bullshit to get so little reward. You know what I mean?
You need a car to get around most days. And you gotta have car insurance so you get penalized. You gotta have this. And it's like, well, when do you really get to do anything or enjoy life for what you're working for? Oh, and you can work all your life, and by the time all the money that he took from you, you're not even getting a quarter of that from your social security that's supposed to be there for you when you
Right.
get older.
Really, all of this shit is extortion. They
And
extorting
they're
us
gonna
for
tax
more fucking
that.
money.
And they're gonna tax that, and they're gonna tax your retirement.
And then they tax you when you die too.
Yeah.
And apparently,
Yeah.
they be saying that they be reusing these caskets and shit. Like the
Yeah.
white people be in. What the
Look,
fuck did they?
I'm not getting buried. I already is prepaying every month for my shit. My shit is set up for them to take me from wherever the fuck I die in the United States to the crematory and put me in a goddamn urn for these kids. I don't care for no service. Put my shit right there. Put a picture up. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I don't. And funerals. Why
Right.
is
And
it
make sure
so
that
fucking
shit is
expensive?
clean. Make sure that shit is spotless clean before you put my body and cremate me. I don't want to be cremated with other motherfuckers.
You already know
Make
you
sure it's
is.
all me.
You already know you is. They ain't gonna clean that shit out.
I want my shit clean. Well, you better get some wood, pile that shit up like back in the day, like the Kings, and lit my ass on fire,
You're not gonna burn all the way, baby.
and then bury me under a tree with some fire ass cannabis and smoke me later, so I can give y'all the knowledge that y'all need from the universe, because y'all niggas are lost out here in these streets.
But yeah, it's you come in this world, you come with a bill, which is fucked up.
Right.
You get sick, you gotta pay a bill. You die, you got a bill.
Right.
You got a bill for having a bill.
Yes.
Right. It's bills versus everyone.
Bills versus humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Sometimes there's stories where people was using people who died name to get a little bit of benefits that they had before they died and shit.
They stopped that. My homegirl thought she was gonna do that. Her dad just died. Thought she was gonna be able to go get all his money out the bank and shit. Nope, they are hooking everything up. When you die, they are shutting down all your accounts. You don't have nobody on
Yeah.
your beneficiary.
You better have a
They taking the
will,
money, and
something
they stopping the
notarized.
security.
They probably ain't gonna ask nobody either. Like, yeah.
They took all his money out the bank, and they making her jump through hoops if she can even get this shit back. So it is very important to have beneficiaries on your fucking accounts, especially your kids, because they gonna take. So now they connecting the death certificates with your social security number, so people ain't able to do that shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
I just went to the Social Security office the other day, and they got a sign up that says a birth certificate does not prove any that the person is living. Therefore,
They said that they was the motherfuckers who was voting, Trump and the motherfuckers, Biden and them. They said the motherfuckers was cheating and that they was using dead niggas, you know what I mean? Dead niggas. It was some of the niggas that they said was voting with some dead niggas, with some dead motherfuckers.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Still collecting Social Security and they ain't even here.
that kind of stuff never works for me. It would have been the day I decided to do that they stopped all that shit.
Yeah, that type of shit don't work for us.
Right.
All right. Yeah,
I really feel like since we in this war or whatever, we shouldn't be paying no utilities. I know I keep bringing that shit up, but hell, they making this shit an inconvenience for us. That shit should just be running.
Later. My
phone.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
See you later.
Later.
How the heck do I do this?
I got
But that's y'all. It's real out here. You hear everything we discussing and talking about? Man,
Yeah.
trust, it don't go unnoticed. We see everything. We paying attention. You know what I'm saying? So you guys make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you send in your comments, your emails. Let us know what you want us to talk about next week. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about, but we can always put it in there. You feel me? Drop your birthdays. We're gonna start doing more birthday shout outs and everything. Make sure you check out everybody's platform. Check out the new Nina Rice on Facebook. BB Yosai gonna be coming on here, you guys, real soon, doing some hip hop music stuff. So stay tuned to that. Gonna be hearing some good music, some good tunes, some good breakdowns of some other stuff. Now I know we didn't dive too much into like 50 Cent in them. We don't, we know it's a distraction. So we just want y'all to know that, acknowledge it as a distraction and move the fuck on. You feel me? Until the documentary drops, and then we can really discuss some shit. So until next time, you guys, stay high.
Peace.